Hey, welcome into Love Goddess Tarot. Today's pick a card love reading is going to focus on messages for you about what's coming next in love. Your job is to choose one of these cards. This is from my deck, the Dream Love Oracle. You can purchase it if you'd like. Ships anywhere in the world. So all my friends around the globe, you are welcome to have a little piece of Love Goddess. Okay, so let's get started with your choices today. Group 1, you have Magic. Group 2, you have Manifest. Group 3, you have Rich. And Group 4, you have Perfume. Okay, so the timestamps are below. Once you make your choice, I'll see you on the other side. Hey, number 1, you were drawn to Magic, and the little fairy is here. And I always think of Tinkerbell when I was designing this deck. That's what I had in mind, and I was thinking about just kind of the fun of love and like just believing in something, right? More than just yourself. Ooh, romance. Okay, so we have romantic energy around you for sure. Okay, we could have a trip, we could have travel. There's definitely, Paris is a city for romance. Oh my gosh, listen, if you're in a connection, congratulations. If they say, hey, I want to take you on a trip, something's coming. Ooh, bottom of the deck is brunch, feasting, having fun. Okay, so yeah, overall, this feels magical. It feels like really something to look forward to. Let's pull some cards and see what our clarifiers have to say about this magical romantic energy. Okay, 7 of Cups. Let's see what else we have for you, number 1. What else do we have about this romantic energy? Ooh, 5 of Wands. A lot of reversals so far, 2 out of 2, 100%. Let's see, are we going for 3? Yes, we are. Oh my. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, Magician. I love it. Okay, so it's kind of interesting because all 3 here are reversed. And so we're looking at sort of the underlying things. The things are underneath, right? This is taking a different turn, so just ride with me on this one. With the 7 of Cups reversed, it's like, are you focusing on external stuff? Are you, in terms of relationships, kind of lost in the sauce, like not seeing things as they really are, or kind of going for more of like this magical connection rather than like someone who's actually really good for you? And I know this is harsh, but this is what the cards are saying. The 5 of Wands could mean that you're having a lot of conflict around you, but it's inner conflict. Like maybe there's other people's opinions that keep coming up when it comes to you and dating or relationships or the relationship you're in. And it's like you need to silence those critics. You also need to focus on what's inside. I think that's what's coming through really strong. Now, this could be a foreign person or a foreign connection. We have Wands here, we have Paris here. So there could be some sort of like cultural difference or a difference in location, something like that. But I think more like the overarching message so far is to not focus on wealth, family connections, money, what they look like. It's like, get into who they really are. Okay, get into what actually makes you feel full. What makes you feel like you have gotten what you needed? This is about comfort. This is about food, which is like basic. It's like someone who nourishes your soul. I know that's kind of a big stretch from the pancakes, but it isn't, because it's like, is this someone who's going to make you pancakes? Is this someone who's going to take care of you when you're sick? Or is this person somebody that just looks good? You know what I mean? The Magician is always about taking the magic. First of all, we have magic twice, so okay. And bringing it down to earth, manifesting all of these skills and talents by actually taking a step and doing something. I also think there's a message here for you about not letting like family position or family dynamics or something about the family get in the way here, because what we have is something really nice. We have something on the surface that looks good, but it's like, what is it underneath? How does it make you feel? Is it going to be the pancake moment? Okay, let's see what else we have. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so it's more about money. It's about resources. It's about what's fair. It's about the attention you're getting, and whether you're finding. Now listen, with the Nine of Pentacles reverse, is there something about security, something about money when it comes to your relationships that you need to look at? Something about your value, how you feel about yourself? With the 9 reversed and the 10 reversed, there could be some sort of imbalance. Ooh, King of Cups. Okay, the King of Cups is coming up. Look at those 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to get straight about really, we go from 7 of Cups reversed, which is being like, you know, lost in the sauce, not focused, you know, needing to focus on what's important to you, right? Which is what the 2 of Pentacles is. It's about juggling. It's about, you know, going back and forth, finding that balance. But the thing with the 2 of Pentacles is there could be a choice coming up, and the choice has to be on one of those pentacles, because otherwise the other one will drop. And that pentacle represents that earth element I was talking about with the brunch, with the pancakes. It's like, what nourishes you? What are your values? What matters to you? What's real? Okay, that's what I want you to worry about. What's real? Okay, the King of Cups is coming through. He is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, very grounded, very balanced, would be very romantic. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of money, and maybe he is perfect in every other way. And this is about you, you know, really connecting with someone based on who they are in their heart, rather than just them financial. Sorry, but that's what the reading is saying. I'm going to pull one more in the King of Cups just to get a message about him specifically. 8 of Cups. Ooh. Okay, this is kind of interesting because it's just for the King of Cups. What I'm going to say here is, which is, if you're in a relationship right now, I feel like you could be considering moving on from it. I feel like what seemed good in the beginning with the magic and the romance and the engagement turned out to be a little different than what you thought, okay? And I feel like you feel like something's missing, and you may be moving on from this connection because you're looking for something more. That was surface level, but what was beneath was all of this energy. So this is like a choice that you have to make. There has to be some sort of balance in your life. And I feel like maybe you've been over giving when it comes to this connection, and you feel taken advantage of, okay? If you're completely single, I feel like, yeah, I feel like you are gonna need to focus on who the person really is. Maybe you've been giving a lot of your time to other people or resources, and you're burnt out. So you need to take some time to yourself. And I feel like that's kind of, it's taken a different turn for me, the reading, because I feel like you need to take some time for yourself, okay? And you need to find that balance where you're not giving too much in connections. Okay. I'm going to pull an animal spirit oracle for you. Let's see what message comes through. Overall, just kind of advice for you when it comes to love, whether you're single or in a relationship. Firefly, yeah, it's burnout. Okay, the firefly is bright and exciting, but it's fleeting. And I feel like that's what you need to avoid. Okay, like we're going to go back to the pancake thing, but this is about you connecting, you know, with someone that doesn't just bring excitement, but also brings that long-term energy. But let me read to you from the Firefly, and I do feel a little bit of burnout energy here. Okay, so it's inspired, fantastic, but fleeting. Okay, the Firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure and illuminating. This high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that fades quickly. Okay, so what can you do to support this light? When it's in balance, you write, you create, you brainstorm, and when it's out of balance, you feel burnt out and dull. So this is, again, about you focusing on you. I feel like you have some sort of burnout. You could have been in a relationship with this King of Cups and you felt like it was going to be something romantic and fantasy oriented and like happily ever after and fairy tale, but it didn't. Okay, it didn't pan out that way. You gave much more than you got, and it's time to move on. Okay, and in general, that could have been your story if you're single right now. So what this reading is saying is it's time to you to take your magic to, if you're burnt out, spreading yourself too thin, it's time for you to focus on your creativity, what brings you joy, what nurtures and comforts you. Wow, this was a biggie. I'm going to roll the Astro dice and see if we have any other messages coming through. Ninth house, Gemini, Pluto. Pluto's big change. It's transformation. Gemini is communication. There could be a Gemini in this situation. Ninth house is foreign people, places, and things. You did get Paris, so this could be about a foreign relationship you've had. But this also could be a dream that you have, something that needs to change. But also, I feel like Pluto with the ninth house is about changing your mind, your perspective, your beliefs, and, you know, really, again, getting down to what is it that makes you, you. What's the most important part of you? And with the magician is Gemini energy. It's Virgo and Gemini. So here we have another kind of nod to you manifesting your dreams. Maybe you want to be a chef. Maybe you need to focus on that. That is your reading for today. Wow, this definitely took a different turn, but see how amazing tarot is? Because it really takes you on a journey. These are the final days this month. The month's almost over. If you want to get an extension of this, if you want to keep going, you can get that. If you want a private reading, you can do that. Use the links in the description box. This is the end. I'm not going to be offering them in December because, you know, it's the holidays and I'm super busy. So I have a lot of clients and client work. I'm a full-time astrologer and tarot reader, and this is a busy month. So that's it for you guys. So if you're interested, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All those things are free, and they really help my channel, and I keep coming back for more when you let me know you're enjoying what I'm doing here. So wishing you a happy weekend. If it was Thanksgiving where you are and you enjoyed it, I hope you had a great Turkey Day and pumpkin pie and all that good stuff. I certainly did. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Hi, number 2, you were drawn to manifest today. The number 11 maybe drew you in. Maybe you're someone that sees 1111 on the clock whenever you look. But it's an angel number. It's about being on the right path. It's about manifesting your dreams. Let's see how this connects today. For your love reading about what's coming next in love. Number 1's definitely took an interesting sort of path, and I can't wait to see what messages come through for you today. Okay, work on it. So we have a clipboard and some energy of work. Puzzled. Ooh, something confusing. Interesting, because manifesting is so clear, right? You have an intention, you set it, you bring it forward, you take it from theory and bring it into reality. Work on is reality. Puzzled is some sort of puzzle you have to figure out. There's something you have to figure out when it comes to love and relationships. Ooh, bottom of the deck, bye-bye. There's a goodbye. Interesting. Okay, we'll put her over here. Now, okay. I think someone is trying to figure out whether or not they should leave a connection or not. It's not everyone. Somebody wants to say goodbye to something. Somebody might be thinking about changing jobs. Somebody might be changing what they really want to bring in relationships. There's definitely saying goodbye. All right, let's pull some cards. Let's see where this is headed. These are really fun today. I'm loving this. Okay, what do we have for you, number 2? What's coming next in love? Knight of Wands reversed. Ooh, okay. Ooh, 2 knights. Reversed. Interesting. Now, if we get another reversal, the same thing happened in number 1's reading, so that'll be kind of interesting. Yep. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, a little bit less evolved, less mature than the Knight. Puzzled. Aha. I said somebody was thinking about moving on. 8 of Cups. Okay. Okay, so what we have with the Knight of Wands is delay, blocks, something that you want, maybe a person. This could be a fire sign energy or someone that has connections that are fleeting. They come in quick, they leave just as quick. Then we have right next door the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be a decision between 2 people, 2 different types, a fire sign and an earth sign. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. But this can also, with work on it, really be a message about you having to try different things when it comes to relationships, or having to leave a relationship or a pattern, or maybe even with the page here, the puzzled energy is like, you know what, I just am not sure. I'm not sure about starting this new project, or I'm not sure about relationships. I'm not sure about where to take that coin that I have in my hand and where I should plant it. So it's like you could be making a choice between 2 people. You could also be saying goodbye to a relationship or a connection that isn't working, but it's been keeping you stuck for quite a while. It could even be someone that you just have been fixated on and haven't been able to let go of. But the 8 of Cups is very clear. The 8 of Cups is a card of moving on, and so it's pretty amazing because it's following up this one. I tell you, these readings today are giving me goosebumps. They're really good. So this is about moving on. It can be moving on from a situation, from a relationship, from a job, something in your life you need to address, and you know it. The 8 of Cups always knows that it's down deep. It has to move on. So it could be moving on and getting a new strategy when it comes to relationships and dating. It could be moving on from a relationship. It could be moving on from a job that you know doesn't fulfill you. Maybe your ego is involved here and it's hard for you to let it go. Let's see what else we have. We'll get some clarifiers here. Okay, 7 of Wands, defending something, yeah. Okay. 5 of Wands. Look at all these reversals. Yeah, it's the same as group 1. It's like something on the surface versus what is underneath, right? So we have all this battle going on, and we have something that's unfair. The 6 of Pentacles reversed, where you're putting in more than you're getting out. Okay, somebody's putting in more than they're receiving with that 6 of Coins. And that's that confusion, okay? But let's take it piece by piece. Maybe you have felt like you have been fighting battles constantly, okay? It could be with the fire sign person. It could just be in general. You know, this is really a conflict card, and it's about having a lot of people around you with a lot of opinions, right? And having to learn how to take people's advice, right? But know, you know, who has your best interest at heart. Know how you can cooperate. I feel like with the 6 here, it's like feeling taken advantage of. Okay, feeling like, you know, you're just not getting out of it. the relationship or love in general, what you put in. So it's like you need a new strategy. Now, if you're completely single, this is like, stop defending people that don't deserve it. Start focusing on you, right? Start focusing on what matters to you. You know, don't stay in connections where it's imbalanced. Focus on what matters to you with relationship energy and move on from things that you can't control. This outside stuff you can't control. Let it go. You can move on from that. You need to say goodbye to that. And I feel like you're saying goodbye to relationships and to love energy that isn't fair, that isn't balanced, and that, you know, where you're not getting what you need. That's what's coming up for you. Big message there. Let me pull you an animal spirit oracle. Oh, okay. These jumped out. Are there too many? Yeah, there's too many. Okay, we just want one. Let's just get one animal spirit message so we can get some advice here about this energy. Bear. Very interesting, bear. Bear is somebody, like, think of the bear. What does the bear do? It comes out of hibernation slowly. Maybe a little puzzled, maybe confused because they've been hibernating all winter and they're hungry and they don't know where to go, but they know they have to go find some food. They can't stay where they are because there's nothing there. Let me read to you the message of the bear. The bear is waking from a slumber, beginning again, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear rises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move forward, drawing and move toward the dawning light, which is that full moon. This could be something that you're deciding about, this puzzle, this relationship. For some of you, you could be deciding by the next full moon, which is coming up in Gemini. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice. These are the obstacles, okay? But you have no choice. Bear, winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. Yeah, you're puzzled about what to do next, but you have to go forward. You have to let go of things that aren't fair. You have to really trust yourself and say goodbye to defending people, to holding on to things, to staying blocked. You know what I mean? Okay, so when you're in balance, you have inner strength. When you're out of balance, you have lethargy, heaviness, that puzzled feeling. So the advice here is exercise. It's movement, and this is moving on. Okay, so say goodbye to this. This is what's coming up for you. And I feel like this is a very strong message because you have the full moon coming up in December and then spring. Now, I know it's not spring everywhere, but I'm reading this for where I am, and you can apply it to your next season. But this says to me that this change, this decision, the thing that's keeping you stuck, you're going to find that solution, and you need to start moving forward fairly soon. Okay, within 8 months, I think you'll be moved on from this, and you'll feel less stuck when it comes to relationships. You'll start to manifest what it is you really want. Ooh, these are good today. I'm telling you, it must be something about Thanksgiving and all that pumpkin pie. Okay, so North Node, Pisces, 8th house, there's the 8. Could be about money, sharing resources, divorce for some. 8 months, that's what I said. Pisces energy. Pisces energy is, you know, could be connected to the 8 of Cups. It could be connected to you, but it's also that 12th house of kind of releasing and letting go. This is a karmic moment for you to say goodbye and move on, okay? It's karmic. It's meant to be. It's time to manifest. that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a beautiful Thanksgiving. If you celebrated, I hope you did too. These is the final days of getting these private readings here on YouTube. So I'm super busy in December, and with the holidays and time off, I am just offering them in November. So you've got a day, you got today and tomorrow to get your orders in if you have a love question and you want me to help you with it and bring you guidance and get a personal reading. These are obviously general, but if you resonated with this today, or if you want to ask something else, go ahead and use those links below right away. I am sending you so much love. Like, comment, and subscribe before you leave. Talk to you soon. Hi, number 3, you were drawn to the rich message, and it's so funny. I for some reason, obviously we have like a crown, somebody with a lot of money, but something about money, about wealth, about, displays of wealth, whatever. But I just literally got such a strong memory of someone named Rich that was completely after me, who was very annoying to me, which is weird. So I don't know why that came through. If that connects for you, take it. It's, probably just a message for me, but I thought I'd share it because you never know. You're here and we're connecting, so it might be you. Mic drop. Let's see what's coming next in love for you, number 3. What do we got today? Ooh, risk it. Okay. We had work on it in number 2's reading, but in a different location. Okay, let's see what comes through. We have rich, mic drop, brisket. Well, there's 2 energies coming through. One which is sort of practical, somebody who's practical, somebody who's like, you know what, I do this, that, and this. I'm thinking of like all those fixed energy signs, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus energy here. And this energy of somebody who is very much out there, somebody who's a performer, somebody who's, with mic drop and risk it. They just feel sort of that 5th house energy, Leo energy. So Leo could be coming through in both of these. We'll see how that works out. But it feels like there's some sort of issue coming up for you when it comes to love, where there's a choice between like sticking to what's practical and what has always worked and doing something different. But let's see. We're going to pull some tarot and get going here. Wow. Okay. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. We love that as a clarifier in a love relationship and a reading. Love that. Obviously a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of stability emotionally. Look what's here. The Leo card. Strength. I love it. Okay, I was right. Yay. All right, let's pull one for risk it. Let's see what we have for risk it. Okay, the other Leo card. Wow. 6 of Wands, success. Somebody who's admired, somebody who's out there. This is exactly the energy of the 6 of Wands between the rich, the mic drop, and risk it. This is somebody who is very proud, somebody who has a lot of attention, somebody who is, look at that, the opposite energy. The Hermit reversed. Okay, yeah, time to get out there, time to risk it. Ooh, it's definitely worth it with that 10 of Cups. Okay, so what I see coming up for you is a situation that's going to ask you to kind of let go of a little bit of the hermit tendencies, or to take all of that knowledge, that wisdom that you have accumulated with that beautiful star, which is the light that is guiding you, and actually use it, okay? take it and work with it. That's Virgo energy. This is Leo energy. So kind of interesting. This is abundance. This is joyful. This is feeling secure. This is also a big shift and change coming. So I do think this is a big risk. This is a big, for you, it's going to feel like a big risk, but there is big reward. Okay, so when you do step out, when you take that chance, when you take all the knowledge, all the learning that you've had about relationships, and maybe you've spent some time by yourself and it's time to come out and risk it because it's worth it. Because look at this, we have happy family. So it's like putting your emotions on the line and you get this abundance. Maybe this is somebody who overwhelms you a little bit at first. Okay, because they are very powerful. The idea of the Leo energy came through to me, and it's now come through twice. So this is somebody who's dynamic, who's a leader, who's a fire sign energy, who's in charge, but who's loyal, who's into family, who's protective, who's emotionally available, who's got the heart of gold. Okay, they have a lot of attention on them, and that might overwhelm you. This is a case of maybe even somebody who has a little bit of fame or is in the public a little bit, but it's worth it. Wow. So I feel like there's a choice coming up for you, and it's about putting yourself out there or not. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles reversed. You need to take a step back from your life and say, where am I wanting to go? What am I wanting to do with all of this Hermit energy? Look at that. Time to move forward. 8 of Wands, so much opportunity, more fire. There is a lot of opportunity coming up for you when it comes to love. There could be even like a move. You could meet this person online, on an app. The 8 of Wands sometimes is like dating a lot of people, meeting a lot of people. It could be travel. It can be having a lot of going on, just being super busy coming up. And the risk here is with the 8 of Wands, not knowing where these are going to land, right? So it's like you're shooting off 8 wands. Well, 6 are going to make you successful. Okay, so it's like maybe you have to go through 6 people to get to this person, you know, but this is showing success, victory. Yes, whatever it is you want is coming through. This is somebody who has a lot of charisma, a lot of fire is coming through. Yep, and it's going to move fast. It's going to move fast. And maybe you experienced a loss, or maybe you went through a bad breakup and it's been hard for you to get back out there. But once you do, look how quickly it moves. And it's so worth it. Okay, look at the bottom of the deck. This is what's coming. And you got to grab it. When the Knight of Wands shows up and the Ace of Wands shows up, it's like you can't hesitate. You can't be sitting there. You have to risk it. You've got to make a move, right? You've got to move towards it. This is going to be like one moment that you have where you need to grab it. 3 of Pentacles. It's going to be something you can grow long term. That's the 10 of Cups energy. So yeah, I see an opportunity coming up. It could come through travel. Like I said, it could come online. It could be some sort of creative project. It could just be you taking all of that wisdom and knowledge and putting it out there. Maybe you start a podcast. Maybe you connect with someone because of a creative venture. But this is somebody you can build something with, and they have a ton of charisma. That could really intimidate you at first. The Strength card is about being with someone who's very powerful, but you stepping up and being that same sort of powerful person. So lots of Leo here, lots of fire. This is an opportunity for love is coming. It's a gift, and you have to grab it because this opportunity doesn't last forever. Wow. Oof. I need to take a break. This was so exciting. I think you've got some really good energy coming up. Okay, let's pull you a message from the Animal Spirit Oracle. I think this was pretty self-explanatory. Okay, Buffalo. Buffalo is your energy, your message. Let's look at the Buffalo. Let me read to you from the guidebook. Buffalo is grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet the heart and mind rise towards heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting in every turn. May we all experience the elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. So you might have gone through some really difficult loss, and your reading today is saying life is a gift, and when you get this beautiful opportunity, you have to grab it, okay? So this is about trusting. This is about risking it. This is about, you know, taking that grounded, practical energy, but it needs that fire. It needs that spark to get it going. Both can exist. You don't have to choose. I think that is your message. Wow, exciting. Okay, let's see what else we have before you go. Capricorn, hard work. That's that practical energy. Mars, taking action. Yes. It ruled by Aries, and 6th house, work, everyday routine, right? Your health, taking charge, taking control. Time to do it. Time to risk it. Yes, I love it. Okay, these are the last 2 days of November, which you know what that means. Last 2 days to get your readings, because next month I'm not offering them. So if you want a private reading, you have to use the link below. December is just too busy. I have a short month, so we got to get them in this month. If you have a question, if you want to keep going with this and you want a private personal reading, because obviously these are general messages, we can do it. But you got to take advantage of it now. And then I'll be back in January to offer them again. So if you want one before Christmas, before the end of the new year, you want to know something about 2026 or anything, go ahead and do that now. I am sending you so much love. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do those things before you leave. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, number 4, you chose perfume, which is obviously sweet, or no, it doesn't have to be sweet. Could be spicy. It's something that's a scent, something that, you know, brings in some sort of emotion, evokes something, something we put on when we want to attract. It's an attraction kind of. It's an attraction. What am I trying to say? Tool. There it is. It's attraction tool. Ooh, okay. We're letting go of some negative energy. Good, good, good. Yes, we are. Okay. Yep. I love it. We are letting go of some negative energy. Okay. So you are not attracting any more of this, and I am happy to see that. Bottom of the deck, yeah, you're letting go of these imbalanced relationships that are not healthy, okay? The High Priestess is that balance. That's you trusting your intuition. This is that you in all of your power. This is over. You are letting go of attracting negative people, relationships, habits, things that keep you feeling trapped, feeling worthless, feeling less than. This is about you feeling beautiful and really finding your inner self, your inner beauty. That's what this is about. And you are letting go of all of the takers. You know what's funny? I was supposed to pull 3 cards from this deck, and I went right to these for your reading, which is really weird, but you know what? That's what I was meant to do. So wait a minute, let's go back. Let's pull you 3 cards from this deck. Kind of interesting though, that Devil reversed was so important that it had to come out. Yep. You are going towards real love. Ooh, maybe even at work. Or letting go of someone from work. Let's see, birthday. Oh, I love it. Research. Okay. Isn't it interesting? So if you have been in a partnership that has been secretive, that has kept you feeling trapped, that has been negative, this is about you going official with a real connection, okay? Something that's out in the public, something that you can celebrate, okay? Maybe even a connection to your birthday when it comes to love, when it comes to connecting with this energy of passion that is out there, that is celebrating you, right? Because what do we do on our birthday? You are the person celebrated. You are the person that everyone recognizes. And with that Eight of Swords reversed, it's like letting go of those toxic connections and people that are holding you back, right? The Devil, when it comes through reversed, I am so happy because it means that you have done the work, that you're letting go of it. Now, work's come through twice here, kind of, because the Devil is connected to Capricorn energy, like the material world, things that we are like materialistic or we really get sucked up in. So there could be a connection to a toxic situation at work for sure. But when the Devil's reversed, it shows that you are letting go of these toxic connections. Anything that you've had a hard time releasing but you know isn't good for you, you are in the process of letting go of. Healing is right around the corner, okay? You're going to be able to go public. You're going to feel proud of the energy that you attract. You're changing what you attract, I think. I think that's what's going on here. It's like you no longer are interested in those kind of connections, right? This is limiting beliefs. This is you suffering maybe from a lack of self-love that leaves you feeling unworthy, but you're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself of these mind games that you play with yourself, okay? You're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to have a reason to celebrate. Now, the research thing is kind of interesting because I feel like there's a message here about needing to sort of research and make sure that the person is really who they say they are, or there's something about, now this is a general reading so it'll be different for everybody, but there's something, someone might need a message here about making sure the money lines up, okay? I don't know who that's for, but that might be for you. But trust your intuition. You're getting your power back, right? Because this is your identity, your birthday. It's yours. This is you, your inner knowing. This is getting that back. I'm very excited by this. Yeah, look at this. This is your birthday. Your solar return is, your birthday is in astrology. I'm an astrologer full time in case you don't know that. But your birthday is your solar return. It's when the sun returns to the place it was at the moment of your birth, same day. So your birthday and the sun coming through is really important because it's showing the world who you are. This is connected to Leo energy. I feel like by next summer, there could be a real shift and change for you where you're stepping into your power, definitely moving on. Six of Swords, getting in your boat and moving on from leaving those old swords behind, letting go of the fear. Someone may be holding you somewhere because you have a fear about money. You have a feeling that you can't do it on your own. You are going to do the research. You are going to figure it out. You're going to figure out how you can make it, how you can make money. You might be changing jobs. You might get a better job. You're leaving this negativity behind and you are going to be recognized. I love it. Yeah, time to move on. Like, let go of this fight. It's not worth it. Because you have real love. You have official love coming in. Let's roll the Astro Dice, and then I'm going to read to you from the Animal Spirit Oracle once I pull you an Animal Spirit Oracle message, which I kind of feel like will give us a full kind of overall view here. Okay, so we have more Leo energy with the sun and the 5th house, which is creativity, children, joy, dating, romance. You have Taurus energy here, which can be connected to the money, to the finance, needing to do the research, making sure that you're not being ripped off, also making money again yourself, becoming independent, and Mercury. Mercury's communication. Love's official. You don't want anyone who's hiding anything, including, and most importantly, you. Okay. Crossroads came up twice today. Time to make a choice. You have a big choice coming up, and it's about letting go of this devil energy, whatever that represents to you. Tarantula is a crossroads. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deepest purpose, a habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. A voice inside you keeps begging you to refocus your attention, which that voice inside is your intuition, your inner knowing. It's that divine message from your inner self, the beautiful energy of the High Priestess. In order to find true happiness, you must choose Dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. So the tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. Yes, you will. You're moving on. I know you'll choose wisely. We have the sun and your birthday. So I'm very excited. It could be by your birthday. So follow your intuition. And when you feel out of balance, you might be hesitating. You might be overthinking. Don't hesitate. Just do it. Go. Okay, and that is your reading for today. If you follow me a lot, you know that this month only I'm going to be doing the private reading. So if you have a personal question you want answered, if you know, these are general, so this is only going to be, you know, might not answer all your questions, may have, sometimes it does, may not. December's too busy, so I'm not offering any readings in December. You can get them today and tomorrow. That's it. Until January. So if you want one, you can get a general. You can ask any questions. 10-minute or 20-minute, go ahead and use the links below. I am sending you so much love. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you celebrated, happy Thanksgiving. I had a great one. Delicious food. All the yummy sweet potatoes with marshmallow, which is like my favorite. Gravy was delicious. I cooked amazing, if I do say so myself. All right, have a good one. I'll see you soon.